What's good, CNE squad? Hey man, we about to do this reaction to the Ace Family documentary part 2, y'all. Hopefully in part 2 we get a little bit more nuggets of something that we did not know, because number one, I'm not bashing them at all like most of y'all want to do. I don't know why y'all be sitting over there bashing them.
I hate the Ace Fam now.
Because every YouTuber like aspires to be somebody just like them. So we need to get that hate out of our heart, y'all, and show them some love, because Austin has done a lot of hard work in Catherine. They've worked hard.
They came a long way, like a long way. They've only been on YouTube for 2 years, y'all. 15+ million subscribers.
Where they do that at? Look, I'm just saying, look, they worked hard and they do a lot for their videos to make them perfect. So let's stop hating and enjoy, because they have motivated a lot of us to be better YouTubers or even become YouTubers.
Yeah, I just want to see more behind the scenes. Like, first one was, we know, kinda. I just want to see, like, actually behind the camera.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all click that subscribe button. Hit your post notification bell, because we post every single day right now, y'all.
Every day, guys.
Pranks, challenges, vlogs,
whatever,
and sometimes reactions. We have not seen this, so we're about to react live. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it, y'all.
Same intro.
Yeah. I feel like they still act like kids, just like really happy. This channel just it brings positivity, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, looks like they're happy all the time.
I mean, let's be real. Everybody's really watching this to see why they could be unhappy, because we're so shocked because they're so happy on camera all the time.
Well, they seem so perfect, so we want to see like evidence that they're human.
I mean, are you really going to put on camera that you're not perfect?
That's the point of this documentary.
Because the point of YouTube is to, like, and for other people to watch you be entertained, not to bring them down. Positivity.
But the point of a documentary is to be real. No one's happy all the time.
We're gonna check this out.
Family. Not something you choose, but it's family.
Get a little L.
This family, over 15 million.
I remember when they hit their first million.
I remember when you first found them, they were under a million.
I know, right? We saw it and we were like, we gotta get started on YouTube. We gotta get started.
Is this part 2?
Catherine and I, we would have never thought we would be where we are today, because I feel like everything happens for a reason.
When did you start noticing your life just changing?
It just happens so much that it's like hard to pinpoint
one thing.
Life is completely different. Not only for us, but for the people who have millions of people watching. It's completely different. You have to live a completely different life.
That's true.
To walk on eggshells.
I mean, we don't know what it feels like.
One day.
It's very overwhelming.
We've gotten to the point to where we've been burned so many times that we don't really trust anyone.
Literally, like, so many times.
Right.
It's
Like
not even shocking anymore.
Right, we expected it. We knew it was coming. So for us, when it comes to like friendships, it's sad because I have friends that I've known forever that I'm no longer close with because of they want something from me.
Everybody starts
Always.
leeching.
It's never,
I can see
let's
that.
just
Start
hang
getting
out
that money.
and be friends. It's always like, oh, let's hang out and then let's take a picture together so I can post on my Instagram so I can show people who I'm with.
We talk
And it
about
sucks
that.
because
Need that
at the end of
clout.
the day, when I hang out with somebody, it's to get away from all of that. It's to, you know, just be normal and to hang out and catch up with a friend, because at the end of the day, it's always just our family. Every day, it literally, Catherine and I, Elle and Alea. That's it. So we don't get to hang out with people. So when we do hang out with people, it's like a breath of fresh air. And so for them and their mindset, when it's to ask us for something, to get something out of us, it's a shitty feeling. This is
Our life.
there are certain things that frustrate us and can get to us at times, because in life, everyone goes through the good and the bad. It's frustrating because it's like whenever we do something good, whenever we give back or we try to help people, like no one ever really talks about that. But as soon as like something comes up to where the Ace family is looked at in a bad light, or there's some like drama stirred up or some controversy stirred up about us,
That's why people doing it.
and it's not necessarily true. Like
Why would you
people
care
hop
to
on
bring
the
somebody else
bandwagon
down?
so quick, and that shit will make the news rather than all the good things that we've done.
You know what my biggest pet peeve is when people say, oh, they just care about money. If that were the case, we wouldn't have started doing YouTube, because when you first start doing YouTube, you don't actually get paid anything
Zero.
until you do it for a while. And you work hard at it, and there's a lot of different factors. Like, we didn't know we were going to be big. We didn't know we were going to be successful. We did it because we enjoy doing it.
Right.
It was our passion.
Before we were famous, obviously, you know, we would make Snapchats and tweets and
You're
stuff.
rocking that Gucci.
And then
That third
people go
Gucci.
out of their way to make something seem so different of what it is.
Like, I literally just posted a snap of Alea, like me playing with her laying on her stomach having tummy time, and now I'm getting bashed for it.
What do you mean? What are people, like people saying something?
Like, yeah, they're saying I'm such a bad dad because I laid my newborn on her stomach when it's literally just tummy time. Like, everyone knows about tummy time.
Wow.
I laid her on her stomach to give her tummy time. I'm sitting there like making a cute snap with her, and now people are bashing me for it.
No.
Like, this is why Catherine and I hesitate to film our kids, because people
But he
always
gotta
have
know that
something
you're
to
gonna
say,
get-
every little thing.
Side note, he gotta know that you're gonna get bashed for almost anything. You woke up in the morning and yawned.
Yeah.
Oh, you lazy, you yawned. I mean, everybody's looking for something to say about you when you're in the public eye like that.
Yeah, because talking about them is like a hot topic. So, you know, get those views.
Exactly, and plus not everybody in the world is gonna be kind. It's just, I'm sorry, that's how the world works. It's a tough reality, but it's the truth.
Like I've said before, we're human and we've made some mistakes. I mean, like, we're not perfect.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that we're bad people, you know, and something coming out and circulating again is literally purely just to make us look bad. And
Thanks.
that's literally what it's for.
Serious. It's not that
Even with
serious.
our relationship, like, it's not perfect. Everyone thinks that just because we smile in every single one of our videos that we don't go through problems, that we don't argue. But we argue just like everyone else. It's life.
That's what makes you
Being in a
human.
world where good controversy is popular. Like,
Right, and that's the frustrating thing for us, because we're known for being positive. Are you happy?
Yes.
Here you go, my man. Yo, I love you, baby, so I love Alea. Thank you. And now, trying to help people.
They may have pissed some people off, but at the same time, they've made a lot of people happy.
Yeah, you know, they came in back, done their thing. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. But they've made a
Making
lot of
people
people
happy. Like, we're known for that. That's why we are where we are today, is because that's
Even through
what we're
video,
all
not even
about.
through like the charity.
Yeah, yeah.
Through
no
video.
more just doing things without thinking. We have to always think through everything now. And it's a lot harder. And so when it comes with family members,
it's more of the adapting to our new lifestyle. I think at first it was really hard for everyone to really understand that you can't do this anymore. Like if we're out at a restaurant, you know, you can't tell your family, don't Snapchat that we're here, because then there'll be a whole bunch of people coming over here and it's just unsafe.
Dang, it's like that.
You know, people know our cars. It's like everyone having to be more cautious.
Right. Even with just like taking pictures of us or of Elle and maybe posting it somewhere, because whatever you take a picture of and you post, it's going to get viewed at by millions of people. And so there can be times where Elle doesn't look picture ready, and that's completely fine, but as soon as they post it somewhere where everybody else can see it, we may not be okay with it because we're not okay with the way Elle looks that day.
Being her, you know, wearing a diaper,
that's rough.
Right, whatever it is, and then once it's posted, it's out there for everyone to see, and people could take that picture and do whatever they want with it.
You have to
This social media world is so scary because people make things out to be what they're not. There's plenty of people in the world that want to see us fail.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But
we are extremely blessed to have the family we have. We're very lucky. Extremely lucky. I think about it every day. Every single day. I'm so blessed to have my mom and my dad are my best friends, and I talk to them on the phone as much as I can. They don't live here. And then obviously we have his mom and his dad around, and they are so supportive.
And I feel like that is part of the reason why we were made to do what we do. Because if all of these components, all of these puzzles didn't come together, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Oh shit, this is home. Oh, Paradise Place. Yeah, just kidding.
Alright, so should we put her on the counter? So she's not taking up so much space, because I don't think we can all three fit.
No, we have to do a thumbnail in there, right?
We're doing a thumbnail? Oh, I forgot about a thumbnail.
See, I got an issue with the way, not with them, but the way everybody portrays them. Oh, they're faking it, they're doing this. Everybody on YouTube makes a thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
If you're making a thumbnail, that's partly, I guess, faking it, if you guys want to call it that. But I'm glad that they're bringing light to that and show you.
Everyone sets up, like, for the video. Like, this talking thing they're doing, like, that's completely natural.
Exactly. Like, if you saw how many times people do their intros over and over, like, what up, Workham fam? And you was like, CE squad? And I'm just like, dang, I messed up.
Like, take two.
I mean, it happens, y'all. It happens, man. Stop hating.
Should we put her, let's put her up here though. Sit down, baby. Sit down. There you go.
Now he's trying to make the picture perfect for his fans.
Yeah, I wonder that. Does Ella already know what to do?
Can we start this?
He's making it for his fans. Like, if you're a fan, then you would appreciate it. It is what it is.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Alright, I got chocolate in my mouth?
No.
Good? Am I good? I got chocolate on my face? Let me see your face. You got a little bit of chocolate.
Uno.
One,
No, uno.
uno,
Dos.
dos,
Tres.
tres,
Cuatro.
cuatro.
Cinco.
That one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one.
Okay, I'll do all 10.
I like that, how they're just having like this really good family time just to shoot a thumbnail.
Hit that bell button.
But that's what it takes to have a kid. You can't just force
With
it.
a kid, I think you have to do that because you have to get them like hyped up and like ready for the video.
But you don't want to force them and make it feel like a job to them.
Yeah.
So like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like me and my beautiful family always say, we'll be back with more videos. Peace. Go ahead.
What do you want to do when you grow up? What's the laugh?
Like I am doing a video with
But like I said, without any of the negativity and any of the controversy, like, you can't become stronger. You know? And I feel like I said, I honestly believe everything happens for a reason. And we've obviously grown and adapted to our life being different, but as people, we've always been the same. The Ace family will never change.
So, do you like doing YouTube?
Yeah.
I think she does too.
Yeah, I mean, if they make it that like cute and fun every time.
You see the truth, see the me in me. You see enough to believe in me. You see your son, but it's he in me.
Are you guys best friends?
Going out for us isn't really a thing anymore.
We have to be quick for whatever reason. It could be like, we're trying to get a prop for something we're filming, or it can be anything. And we're just in a hurry, and it's just chaos because there's one person asks for a photo, and we take the photo, talk to them for a little bit, and then someone else comes, and then someone else comes.
See, what y'all need to realize is that y'all can call the Ace family just YouTube famous, but they have 15 million subs. That means at least 15 million people in the world know who they are.
Yeah, and now a lot of that might be overseas, but at least like 1-2 mil gotta be American. Maybe more.
Yeah, I mean, they're known worldwide when you really break it down. So it's just like, when you go out and you have the paparazzi kind of around you, it's a different atmosphere. I mean, I've been out in LA for a very long time, and I've seen people roll up, and yeah, it takes one person giving that story they just told. That's all it takes. Nobody noticed them. Like, 'cause I've noticed some people, and I'm not like a big celeb guy, so I noticed one of my favorite basketball players, Robert Horry, and I seen him. I was actually on the phone. I seen him, and I was just like, he was like, yep, and then he was like, He gave me the signal. He gave me the signal.
Want to be noticed, but as soon as one person takes a picture with that person, even if you don't know who that person is, you're like, oh, they must be somebody. Like, someone's taking a picture of them.
Exactly. So I definitely, I wouldn't say I feel their pain, but I see their pain in having to go out. And if you look up stories of famous people, like it was one of the Beatles. He bought property. Remember we was out in Hawaii?
Yeah.
He bought property out in the road to Hana.
Oh yeah, I remember.
To get away from people, because too many people were around him and knew he was, and he couldn't live a regular lifestyle. So he secluded himself up in the mountains in the road to Hana in Hawaii.
Way up
in Maui.
On like a volcano.
Crazy.
And it just kind of turns into this like domino effect where like I'm standing there for 20 minutes, trying to meet everyone. I'm excited to meet everyone. I want to meet everyone, but it's just, I don't get anything done. And it come to find out, we were supposed to leave for, 10, 15 minutes, and it ends up being an hour and a half.
And that's just like daily living. That's just like
every single day.
Yeah, that's not even like...
It becomes a production just to go anywhere.
Yes. It sucks to say that because we have kids. We want them to be able to go out and experience the world.
Meet people, socialize.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. I don't want us to come off as being unappreciative and upset about it. It's just...
this is just us being real.
It's just our lifestyle. It's like...
We have never said this is a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. This is just something we have to live with.
And you have to learn how to live with it.
And it just so happens to be worse for us because we're on a bigger scale. We're getting viewed by millions of people, and we got millions of opinions every day about us.
So what about people using you guys? Does that happen often?
Ever since we started this, we've been in so many situations where we've been burned.
We've literally learned from every single person we've hired, every single person who has been around our family. There's been times where like we would think someone's great at something or great for us for whatever the job is, and then automatically it's like, oh, this person's making a live stream at our house while they're working.
Yes.
Or this person's taking pictures of them
while they're
diaper.
everyone
wants money.
It's in your phone now. Like,
we didn't know going into this that, there's certain things that need to be covered before someone even steps foot into your home.
Now our life has revolved around contracts, and people literally have to sign, making sure that they don't do anything to hurt the Ace family. And
it's not a way to live.
It's not a way to live, but for us to be safe, we have to do it. There is times where I gotta get out the house and drive and try to reflect and just think about, you know, my family and what really matters. And the bigger we get, the worse it gets. And it's kind of like that double-edged sword of wanting to show you guys things, but also wanting things to stay private. Mm-hmm. It's almost impossible, but
you've got to have a little bit of privacy.
I think when we realized that this is getting out of control was when we had someone come into our house at like midnight. And for some reason, fans would always come. I mean, they would come during the day, the entire day. Obviously, there'd be hundreds of people a day during the day.
That's
but there
crazy.
would also be a lot of people coming at nighttime. And so when they would come at nighttime
thing is like
the majority of the
That's
time,
scary.
to get our attention, they would flash their lights into our windows, and that was always really scary.
I was getting a haircut.
I can't do that.
Literally in the middle of the night, at midnight.
I was 7 months pregnant.
And you were 7 months pregnant?
6 months
Yes.
pregnant.
So it's me, my barber, and one of my good friends, and we see this bright light coming into the house, and we're like, what is that? And my friend, he was like, wait, let me go check it out.
This is a story about a magical place where everything's amazing.
Check it out. So he goes outside, and there's a guy yelling, saying, you need to move your cars out of the street. And you need to move all your cars out of the street because they can't be here, you'll get a ticket. And as he's saying it, I'm listening, and I'm like, wait, what? We never have security up here. We don't have security in our neighborhood. Nobody comes up here at the end of our street, up here on the top of the mountain. So instantly, I knew something was wrong. So he comes back in the house, he tells us, bro, I'm just gonna move him, so you just leave us alone. So hopefully he goes away if I move him. So he moves the cars in the driveway, everything is good. All of a sudden, he leaves. We're like, okay, good. Like, everything is good. All of a sudden, 10 minutes later, he comes back. So then I open the door. You see him? Can you see him?
We're doing YouTube now, huh?
Look.
We're doing YouTube.
Look.
Wow, I didn't know we were doing YouTube, man.
Look.
Mr. Austin McBroom. We're doing YouTube now?
Trolling.
Okay,
That's
we're
weird.
doing YouTube for sure.
I remember this. Yeah, right?
I don't know. I've seen some other videos of people popping up over there.
Yes, we're doing YouTube, man. Mr. Austin McBroom, we're doing YouTube now? Why are you hiding behind the doors? Just a couple of minutes ago, you were talking all that bullshit.
Yo, why don't you go home?
Hey, you better shut the fuck up. You got me fucked up. And this is when I get upset because I'm okay. Like, I'm in my home.
Follow somebody
right?
like
so
that.
the privacy that we have. This is when my family lays their head at
No,
night.
I mean, like, subscribe. I
Girls are
wouldn't
asleep,
subscribe to
so
somebody
I'm starting
like
to get a little, like, heated. So I get up, and I'm looking through the windows, and I'm trying to make sure, like, he's not with nobody. He doesn't have nothing that can hurt us.
But it's still, at the end of the day, you don't know anything.
Right, don't know anything. But
You don't know if there's people there. You don't know if he has a gun. You
Right.
don't know if he has...
And I'm getting a little nervous because he's in his car, and I don't know what he has on him.
I gotta tell you something, bro.
Can you get the fuck out of my house right now? Why are you sitting here trolling?
Bro, nobody's trolling, bro. What are you doing? Now you're gonna go back inside the house?
Look at him, bro. That's what I gotta deal with.
That bullshit, bro.
But at the
That
same
would
time,
be
too, I
right.
didn't want to call the cops because I didn't know.
I'm
what
surprised he could
really
even
wanted.
have a
I didn't want
smile
to,
on his
you know,
face at that point.
Maybe he
He
just
would
wanted to say hi. I didn't know. So I didn't want to call the cops on him to make him seem like a bad guy. I gave him the benefit
And
of
that's
the doubt.
one thing is we've never called the cops on anybody.
We always give people the benefit of the doubt because
Oh,
we
you
know
don't
what
say
we do
that.
for a living.
You don't say that in
And
a doc.
he's like yelling back and forth with us, having a conversation, literally recording us. He pulls out his phone and starts recording us.
And everything right on YouTube, bro.
Look at him, bro. This is
Come
crazy.
on, bro.
This is what I gotta deal with.
Bro,
What you
really,
doing
bro.
at 11, my G?
Really, bro.
Get the fuck out.
Look what he's doing, bro.
You were just talking all
Why
that
don't you
shit,
leave,
bro.
my G?
You're talking all that
He
shit.
was acting like he's security. See, Ace family, this is wrong.
Don't let him talk shit.
Bro,
Get the fuck out,
I just
my
want to
G.
tell you something, bro. Your cars didn't have to be moved, bro. It was just a fucking prank, bro.
Look at him.
It was a prank. You got pranked. You got pranked.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
You guys got pranked.
Wow. Is that like a video on YouTube we can go find? Like, did they post that?
I don't even want to give him a view. I don't want to give him no views.
That's so weird.
And so then I decided to go up to his car because I feel like it's about time to go to his car and figure out what exactly is he doing.
His family, bro. Like, Austin McBroom, bro. Like,
Nah.
I had to, bro. No. I apologize, bro. Like, I apologize. Bro, I'm not gonna apologize, bro. I swear to God.
You're filming in front of my fucking house?
Bro, really, bro? You're gonna do some shit like that? Bro, I apologize. Really, bro? This is how you treat all your fans, bro. That's how you treat all your fans, bro. You're supposed to love all your family.
You came to my house at midnight, filming my house.
You're supposed to love all your
while I'm getting a haircut.
Come on, dude.
This dude right here, Ace Family, you know I never do this.
Nah, bro.
You know I
with your charity basketball.
You know I never do this. This dude right here, you see his license plate.
Really, bro?
You see who he is. He came to my house at midnight when I'm getting a haircut. My barber's right here, as you can see.
Now we want to do.
He came to my house trolling with my family inside. My daughter's sleeping. You come to my fucking house. You film my house. You film my address, acting like you're security. You lucky I don't beat your ass.
Check my Instagram since
you lucky I don't beat your ass.
Yeah, he's trying to advertise.
Fuck who you are, bro. Get the fuck out of my house before I beat your ass. You're very lucky. You're very lucky. You're very lucky. You know how I am. You watch my videos. You know what type of Hey, look.
This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store.
Look at me.
That's crazy.
It was just so bad and so scary that it could have been worse. Thank God it wasn't worse. Because this is the first time where I had any type of interaction with someone that I knew wasn't safe. But at the end of the day, it seemed to be a fan, seemed to be someone who watches us. After that moment, that's when it got real. I was like, okay, security has to be around. We got to start maneuvering a little differently. We're not going to start showing as much.
That is crazy. That's how somebody was showing you that they're a fan.
Bad. But we never told you guys about it because we just didn't feel it was necessary.
But like that's how they were showing you they're a fan, by like stalking you and stuff like that. Because when you become like obsessed with somebody, sometimes you push the limit on it, right? Yeah. And it could be like a bad thing to become, I mean, that hardcore. It's an appreciative thing, but it's also like a thing that it's going too far.
Yeah, and they're so friendly and like nice in their videos, but that doesn't mean you can like come to their house and like be part of like their lives for real, like it's a whole other level.
Honestly, that was a scary moment. I would have to debate doing YouTube when somebody's showing up in the middle of the night at your house saying they're pulling a prank on you and things like that, when it's somebody you don't know. It's just unsafe, especially when you have a newborn. It's not even like you like this bachelor and you just live by yourself, because even that be a little rough. But I have a newborn at home. Like,
yeah, we like to up security. Like, yeah. But all it's done for them, like, I mean, I'd still be all in. But yeah, that's going to like a whole other level.
I don't know. That's scary.
It's just one story out of many.
You can only imagine how crazy it was there when everyone knew where we lived.
Yeah.
And
it's just an unsettling feeling, like going to sleep every night and knowing that people know where you live. It's like a never-ending nightmare almost. Like, you can't go to sleep comfortably. You can't just, lay back, put your feet back, and just relax. You're always tense. You're always thinking, is someone gonna come here? Is someone gonna knock on my door?
And even the transition we made here to this house, nobody knew our address. We didn't film none of that. We didn't even give a house tour. Just the other day, we were sitting in the living room watching a movie, and our house is pretty much glass. You can see everything. We have a driveway that's so long, right? We have a gate to the front.
It's literally like our property, so you cannot come through our driveway.
Some dude comes up to the door, and then Catherine says, "Who's that?" And I'm like, the way she said it had me concerned because I knew we weren't expecting anyone. And I was looking like, yeah, who is that? He's just looking in like, Like, he's about to try to come in. And so I look over at my videographer, and I'm like, hey, bro, can you see who's at the door? So he goes to the door, opens the door, hey, can we help you? What are you doing here? And he's like, yeah, I want a picture with the Ace family. And we're like, no.
Not at the house, bro.
Yeah, you guys just invading the space like that.
After the incident happened with that guy, right? You think of the worst, but you don't think the worst could happen.
Mm-hmm. There was always an uncomfortable feeling of obviously being in our house.
And it was a shitty feeling because as soon as someone came, we would always tell each other, please don't go by the window. And then it would affect L because L would notice. And then that's when L started to know, like, about fans.
It doesn't feel good to tell your kid to stay away from windows. Like, your kid should be able to walk around their house and feel free and feel safe, but she just didn't.
It's like a kid can't be a kid.
Not too long after that is when we got our house broken into. And that, I think that was it for us. I think we almost lost it. And for it to happen at the time that we take an Ace family member out to Disneyland with us is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what the worst part about that was? It wasn't even necessarily that we had our house broken into. It was the fact that it happened in front of millions and millions of people, and for a reason, for a good reason. But people not actually believing that we had our house broken into. People pretending that, you know, we hired police officers and, or actors or whatever.
I think part of it too was they didn't necessarily believe it because we never showed our privacy. We never showed them how crazy it was at our...
See, the thing is, most of us watch YouTube for entertainment, so when something so serious comes on board, it's kind of hard for anybody to believe.
Yeah, and some people do like hype up things for views and entertainment, and so you don't really like know. Like, it's hard to like know, oh, like that was real, that wasn't real. Like,
yeah, but I honestly feel sorry for them because, I mean, a lot of people do a whole lot of crazy things on YouTube. I don't think the Ace family is the ones that do the crazy stuff. I mean, I've seen videos on YouTube that
way worse videos.
Need to be literally taken off of YouTube.
And also, they don't need to stage a robbery for views. Like, I don't think staging a robbery would like help them at all. Like, I feel like there's not a reason why they would stage a robbery.
They make their money already. Hey, that's tough.
It's, you know,
we always put it underneath the rug about our privacy. We never really talked about it, and I feel like this is so good for them to know that we literally had no privacy. And this is a big reason why our lives are completely different and why they had to change and are changing. Regardless of what people say about us, we've always been the same from day one, and we'll never change.
Whatever you do, who cares what people think? Because regardless of what you do, people are always going to say something. That's sad. And now I see why nobody does it.
So for the safety of our family and our daughters, obviously we have to make some adjustments, you know, so that we can, you know, feel free again and
feel safe. Should we just tell them?
Okay, I like
I love the way they ended that, but as you notice, like, it became more of an inspiration at the end. So, I mean, shout out to the Ace family for making this documentary, because they definitely didn't have to make the documentary. I felt like
they don't like owe us an explanation.
I felt like they did something a little bit different than most YouTubers would do, right? They could just keep on putting out the same videos and things like that, just showing you their life. But taking the time to put together a well, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, a well put together documentary, this is something that YouTube needed.
Yeah, and so many people ignore their fans when like they're talking about them or saying anything bad about them, and they're actually addressing it. And that's more than a lot of people do. Usually people just like sweep it under the rug and like keep going with their same videos.
Easy.
I don't know. I mean, I gotta give them credit for like actually like making this video like for fans so they can know a little bit more.
Exactly. I do believe that the H family has received too much hate, and that hate has to stop, y'all. They've given out a lot, and when you really look at it, they've given it out for free.
Yeah,
like
they didn't have to.
They didn't have to make videos for their fans. Once they made enough money, they don't have to continue to make videos.
They don't have to make another video, honestly. They probably have enough money to live.
Exactly, but let us know what you guys thought about this part 2 of the documentary, and if you're looking forward to part 3. I know I'm looking forward to part 3.
Yeah, I'm excited. Whatever.
That cliffhanger. I almost want to say.
It was kind of like, what changes did they make? Like, how is this gonna affect like the future of the Ace family? They
ain't told you where they're filming this at yet.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen after part 4. Like,
no. Like, what if they're not inside LA no more? I don't know. Hey, look, I'm excited to find that out, y'all. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure y'all leave a thumbs up. I'm going to leave a link to the original video down below. Go ahead and check the Ace family out. Thank you for making this video. Hopefully you don't take us down for making this reaction. It's nothing but love over here, y'all. So much love. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We're on a road to 10K. Yeah. So go ahead and do that for us, y'all. Until next time, we out.
We out.
We out.